Welcome, this is Recidiva. I'm sharing a recording of a casual Skyrim playthrough using a mod list I built. My profound thanks to all the mod creators who have made this game a crowdsourced treasure. I hope you enjoy.
Okay. For me, it's been a little bit since I played, or at least since I was able to successfully record. But I've had some upgrades, at least in terms of audio. So I've got a headset now. Now, I had to go back and delete some of the stuff that I had already recorded because the sound was awful. So some of the stuff that I will be doing, I have already done. So I might not be as surprised or as incompetent as one might expect. So, let's see. Some of the content, yeah, finished dungeons. I'm going to choose something different to do this time than the stuff that I just, the stuff that I did. So I'm going to be ignoring the fights or delivery. But I will be doing stuff like the dungeon delving, getting some quest givers. So we're going to do side quests right now. Vandal's on my lap, trying to get my attention, so occasionally I will pet him. This one I've already done, but I'm going to give it a little minute. It's a bit frustrating, so I'll probably loop back and do that last. Although I believe so. When I originally did it, I ran around. There are several different Khajiit caravans. I believe Karjo goes between. Let me look it up so that I don't run around to the wrong place again, because I've been doing quite a bit of that. He can just be difficult to find. Yeah, okay, I was right. He is in the clan that travels between Dawnstar and Riften. So rather than look that up again, let's see if I can find him. Now the issue here is that I'm going to start to travel, and they're going to be somewhere else on the road than where they were when I started. So this... Okay, so... Yeah, that's a long caravan, you know? Okay, so the caravan is not in Riften. My map should show this on the road, whether or not they're on the road, but, it shows that they're... Okay, it shows that they are in Dawnstar, so I'm going to try heading right there. And if they've left, then I'll try to catch them on the road. I kind of missed that in my new playthrough. I have different maps and icons, and it does not include a Khajiit caravan icon, and I miss it.
Khajiit is ready for
cool.
any troublemakers.
Karjo is here.
How high the mountains of Skyrim rise.
Bandits harass the caravans at every step, but Khajiit usually scare them off. May your road lead you to warm sands.
Come on.
Oh, okay, we're in combat, so... Is it a dragon? Yep.
Where are
Come on, man. Oh, hey, thank you.
Okay, come on then!
Okay, this is tough because these guys might die. Let's see. Rather than go crazy with arrows, I'm gonna keep it on the ground and just whack at its tail so I don't accidentally hit anybody. What is happening here? Why can't I target the dragon? Come on now. It's crazy.
I'm yours!
Okay.
In all my years, I've never seen such a thing.
Hey, buddy.
You look tired, little dragon. Let's take the day off. Let me pamper you
Oh,
and show you how much I love you.
in
Everything else
bad
can
shape.
fucking wait.
sorry, man. Alright, and now I have no idea where the Khajiit are or if they're dead. Okay. You guys up here? Okay, let's see if these guys come back. Okay.
This one needs
Karjo.
something. The roads of Skyrim lead to many dangers.
Bandits giving you trouble?
A few days ago we were ambushed. A nuisance, really. But many of the marauders had quick fingers. One of them stole my moon amulet, given to me by my mother when I was just a cub. It is my only memory of home in this cold land.
I could get your amulet back.
You are kind to offer. We believe the bandits are part of a group headquartered here. Be careful. I missed my amulet. But a life cannot be replaced as easily.
You guard the caravan?
Yes, I was hired to protect the others as we walk the roads of Skyrim. It is a thankless task, and I would rather be back home in elsewhere, but I have little choice. Akari freed me from a prison in Cyrodiil, and now I must repay my debt to her. A word of advice, my friend. Do not mix gambling and drink. Taken together, they will empty your pockets of every septim.
What dangers does the caravan face?
Skyrim is filled with all manner of dangerous beasts. Wolves, trolls, mammoths, and giants would all like to make a meal of us. But the dragons are the most fearsome. Lucky for us, they don't seem to hunt along the roads.
Okay, man.
May your road lead you to warm sands.
Okay.
Never should have come here.
You picked a bad time to get lost.
You bastard! You chose to fuck around, Wanga. Now you're gonna find out. Huh? Time to end this little game. I love a challenge.
Okay. Moon amulet.
Shit.
Chili.
Are you alright then, Dragon? Hardly you jumped out of my chest that fight. I don't know what I'd fucking do if I ever lost you. Oh, wow. You're clever with those fingers of yours, eh? Oh god, that's a dangerous road for my mind to start wandering now. Need to move closer the next fight. Those bandits last time got too fucking near. Heart's still racing just thinking about it.
Okay. Noticed something. She's sinking into the ground because of high heels, huh? Oh no, she might have fixed that. Let's see. I think I fixed that. No, no I did not. Alright, I need to replace my heels. Alright, alright. I'm looking for stuff that isn't on this playlist. See if I have. Yep, I can't see and I just pushed the cat off my lap. Oh wow, okay. There's B's and D's and 8s and... I swear that's it. One more try. Okay, we're good. So, the issue here, you see this, the heels, let me get somewhere flat. Let me just go back to Dawnstar. So what I've been doing is using high heels for appearance, but now I don't know. I don't know. I remember recording saying this before. So if this is repetitive, oh well. But hand it in before these guys move on.
The warm sand of elsewhere is far away from here.
I have your amulet.
There it is. Ah, home. If you ever need the skills of a Khajiit warrior by your side, I would be honored to travel with you. Until then, here. This is for you. In thanks.
Okay.
May your road lead you to warm sands.
Tools, wares, and weapons, all for sale at fair prices.
Okay. So particularly in animations, the high heel fixes are not going to work. So yeah, I'm going to sacrifice some oh, and I need to find an enchanting table. So that way, when I sneak, it knows that I'm wearing heels and I'm not sinking into the ground. So it affects a bunch of animations.
Aye, probably the second one. But I can't complain about the view.
I don't even know if Dawnstar has an enchanting table anywhere. Alright, I'm going to head over to Windy Ridge Cottage and enchant this at least to get the what's it called? Acrobatics. I'm thinking gymnastics. To get the acrobatics buff. Okay, that's the, might as well pray while I'm here.
Oh, back's hurting a bit. Maybe you'll give me a massage later on.
So my other list, I've got more
Getting
high
lost in the
heel
studies
options. This is just a, yeah, it doesn't have any armor or warmth, but I'm gonna use this. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Fortify One-Handed since this is a new skill. Oh, I don't have any gems with me. Oh, wow, okay. Interesting. Why am I not getting a miscellaneous? Oh, it has its own code, Soul Gem, SLGM. Okay. I don't know which one is for filth, so I'm just gonna... Okay, my merchant will sell them. Hey, buddy. So, yeah, Grand Soul gems filled with Grand Soul. Considering I have 3 million gold, I think I can afford it. I had about 4. I did a bit of training, so my level is now 78, but I don't really want to get to 80 too fast. I think I'll boost it up. Okay. So, fortify acrobatics, fortify one-handed. Damage booty. Okay. Alright, make sure I'm wearing them so that the animations aren't wrong. Okay. I'm not really terribly worried about my damage capacity at this point. I seem to be doing just fine. Replacing one piece of gear isn't gonna really hurt me. I'm gonna lose a little bit of warmth rating, but I don't think I'm gonna notice a difference in my playstyle. Okay. So I think the other one on the list, the next one, I already know where that is. It's Kynesgrove. So I'm going to go speak to, I think it's Rogi. And he will send me into a tomb. Kynesgrove is sometimes one of my first spots. Sometimes I just escape the prison, and Kynesgrove is really the closest, you know, without going and grabbing some of my player homes immediately, sort of suffer my way through it.
Mining is hard work, but we pay a fair price for any ore you dig up. Welcome to Kynesgrove. If you want to do business here, you'll have to deal with me.
What can you tell me about Kynesgrove?
So it seems the milk drinkers were right. That dragon was nearly the death of us. All we can do now is rebuild. Until next time.
Weirdly, my camera is not working.
Could you stop being so lovely? You are driving me crazy.
You're a sweetheart.
Right.
Okay.
Let's get
My
going.
camera isn't working. At least my close-up camera. I'm not sure why. But it's not the end of the world or really critical.
Day for traveling.
We're one of the same kind, you and I. I'm glad to have met you.
Okay, so I gave
next time.
her the I gave her frost salts, I believe, and she likes me.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
Hey Zenny, do you
What do you
train
need?
anything I need here?
You've already learned all I can teach you.
Okay, Zenny.
Now here's a
Farewell.
woman I'm glad to see.
Where's Rogi?
I hope you'll stay for a bit. We could certainly use the business. Well, this is really quite a nice town when you get down to it. Just look at the view. All right, then.
Okay. He might be back in the mine. Or maybe I already talked to him, I don't know. Rascal? Hey, sweetie. Hey, love. Yeah, you too. Alright, let me just zone into the mud and talk to people.
I visited the meaderies of Riften once.
Hey,
as a
Rogi.
lad.
No, this is
Wish
Gemma.
I had their skill.
Oh, great. Another wanderer. Slumming it on your way to Windhelm?
Yeah, I usually do, as a matter of fact.
Working our mine is dangerous work, but Dravnia keeps it going. Well, Dravnia and the promise of more mead.
Are you from Kynesgrove?
Yes, I've wandered a bit, but I always come back to Kynesgrove. My clan was one of the first to settle here. Legend says that my forefather Lena discovered the mines after he stumbled into a dark cave to relieve himself. Too much mead.
Uh-huh.
Of course, there's another story of Lena losing the family's shield in a different cave. So it depends on who you believe.
Your ancient shield is lost in a cave?
According to my grandfather, at least. He swore that version of the legend was true. Even found the cave old Lena stumbled into. Hey, if you find it, I could show you some of the clan's favorite fighting moves. They're all shield techniques.
Okay.
Hopefully that story about Lena's shield is true.
Hopefully.
There are some that say the Dark Brotherhood is back, and stronger than ever. That they've made Dawnstar their home. Tell me, am I wrong?
Why would I tell you anything, sir? Okay. So I did find the books. The Song of Pelennor.
How's it going, love? You alright? I know, love. There's a tavern not far from here, or I can set up camp right now.
All right, then. Aye, all right.
So these books are quite a ride, really. Is that what you do when you set up camp, man? That's a little weird. Okay, buddy.
Are you holding up all right? All right.
Yeah. You're kind of broken, huh? All right. Use my own tent. So, yeah, these books are crazy. Song of Pelinal, Volume 1, On His Name. Editor's note, Volumes 1 through 6 are taken from the so-called Remen manuscript, located in the Imperial Library. It is a transcription of older fragments collected by an unknown scholar of the early Second Era. Beyond this, little is known of the original sources of these fragments, some of which appear to be from the same period, perhaps even from the same manuscript. But as no scholarly consensus yet exists on dating these 6 fragments, no opinions will be offered here. That he took the name Pelinal was passing strange, no matter his later sobriquets, which were many. That was an elvish name, and Pelinal was a scourge on that race, and not much given to irony. Pelinal was much too grim for that. Even in youth he wore white hair, and trouble followed him. Perhaps his enemies named Pelinal of their own in their tongue, but that is doubtful, for that means glorious knight, and he was neither of them. Certainly many others added to that name during his days in Tamriel. He was Pelinal the Whitestrake because of his left hand, made of a killing light. He was Pelinal the Bloody, for he drank it in his victory. Drank is in parentheses, so I don't know why. He was Pelinal Insurgent because he gave the Crusades a face. He was Pelinal in Triumph, as the words eventually became synonymous, and men-at-arms gave thanks to the Eight when they saw his banner coming their way. He was Pelinal the Blamer, for he was quick to admonish those allies of his that favored tactics that ran counter to his, that is, sword theory, and he was Pelinal the Third, though whether this was because some said he was a god geyser who had incarnated twice before already, or that simply he was the third vision given to Paraf, anon Alessia, in her prayers of liberation before he walked among the quarters of rebellion, is unknown. Song of Pelinal, Volume 2, On His Coming. I'm not going to reread the editor's note. And then Paraf spoke to the handmaid again. So Paraf is Alessia. Eyes to the heavens, which had not known kindness since the beginning of elven rule, and she spoke as a mortal, whose kindle is beloved by the gods, for its strength in weakness, a humility that can burn with metaphor and yet break, in parentheses, easily and always. Easily and, end of parentheses, always doomed to end in death. Parentheses, and this is why those who let their souls burn anyway are beloved of the dragon and his kin. End parentheses, so I would imagine dragon in this context is Akatosh. And she said, and this thing I have thought of, I have named it, and I call it freedom, which I think is just another word for Shazar who goes missing, in parentheses, you, in parentheses, made the first rain at his sundering, in parentheses, and that, end parentheses, is what I ask now for our alien masters, parentheses, that, end parentheses, we might sunder them fully and repay their cruelty, parentheses, by, end parentheses. So I suppose this is just the insertion. All the parentheses are insertions in missing bits. Dispersing them to drown in the topal. Morahouse, your son. So Morahouse is a bull. Mighty and snorting, gore-horned, winged. When next he flies down, let him bring us anger. Parentheses, and then, and parentheses, kind granted Paraf another symbol, a diamond soaked red with the blood of elves. Parentheses, whose, and parentheses, facets could, parentheses, unsector and form, and parentheses, into a man whose every angle could cut her jailers, and a name, Pelinal, parentheses, which is, and parentheses, the star made night. So I'm just going to read this because it's all crazy, and the insertions are also crazy. I mean, it's just trying to put in linking verbs and stuff, so I'm just going to read it, but yeah, these books are in fact crazy. And he was arrayed in armor from the future time, and he walked into the jungles of Sirad already killing, Morahouse stamping at his side, froth bloody and bellowing from excitement because the Pelinal was come. And Pelinal came to Paraf's camp of rebels, holding a sword and mace, both encrusted with the smashed viscera of elven faces, feathers, and magic beads, which were the markings of the Eliodun, stuck to the redness that hung from his weapons, and he lifted them, saying, these were their eastern chieftains, no longer full of their talking. Volume 3, On His Enemy. Pelinal Whitestrake was the enemy of all elf-kind that lived in Sirad in those days. Mainly, though, he took it upon himself to slay the sorcerer kings of the Aelids in prearranged open combats, rather than at war. The fields of rebellion he left to the growing armies of the Paravania and his bull-nephew. Pelinal called out Haramir of Copper and Tea into a duel at the Tor, and ate his neck veins while screaming praise to Remon, a name that no one knew yet. Gordaur the Shaper's head was smashed upon the goat-faced altar of Ninandava, and in his wisdom Pelinal said a small plague spell to keep that evil from reforming by Welkin magic. Later that season, Pelinal slew Hadwul in the granite steppes of Xivatar, the Fire King's spears knowing their first refute. For a time, no weapon of the Aelids could pierce his armor, which Pelinal admitted was unlikely any crafted by men, but would say no more even when pressed. I don't think pressing Pelinal's probably a good idea. When Huna, whom Pelinal raised from grain slave to hoplite and loved well, took death from an arrow made from the beak of Kelathelel the singer, the Whitestrake went on his first madness. He wrought destruction from Narlame all the way to Celadil, and erased those lands from the maps of elves and men, and all things in them. And Paraf was forced to make sacrifice to the gods to keep them from leaving the earth in their disgust. I wonder what she sacrificed. You know, you killed a whole bunch of people, therefore kill a whole bunch of people to make us happy. That's kind of, seems to be kind of how it works. And then came the storming of White Gold, where the Aelids had made pact with the Aurorans of Meridia, and summoned them, and appointed the terrible and golden-hued half-elf Umaril the Unfeathered as their champion. And for the first time since his coming, it was Pelinal who was called out to battle by another. For Umaril had the blood of the Ada, and would never know death. Alright. Yeah, so sometimes this is one of the first quests I do. I can wander out of the prison, and then we can start camping in the, I guess I think of them as Badlands in the hot springs. Doing archaeology and just living off the land for a little while, doing quests in Kynes Grove. Okay. I'll be doing combat differently with her because she's not set up for good camera angles. Oh, my camera isn't working because I'm keep pulling back into third person. Right. Okay. I get it. Yeah, I have a camera program or a camera setting that will give me an intended like an arc that shows me the intended target if I'm in third. Oop, tripwire. In third person, but it is limited in the sense that it can't actually, you know, I can't do this. I can't slow down time. Uh-oh. I won't be able to slow down time, so...
What was that? Is someone there?
Hello? Who's there?
Swear lately, it's like I can feel when a threat is near. It's like something triggers all me fucking it. Ha! Here we go.
I missed twice on that. That's... I'm out of practice. Bummer. Yeah, so as much as I have tried to move into third person, archery just isn't really going to do it. But I can use the F button. So I think I'm just gonna have to get used to first-person archery, and then when people get really close,
I'll hold you. Wait, shit.
third person.
I mean, I'll help you adjust your arm so you see what I mean? Yeah.
Okay, baby. Okay, Rogi's ancestral shield. I think the exit's right over here.
What was that? Is someone there?
Yeah, I'm on my way up, buddy. I don't have to kill any of these guys, really. How do I get out of here? You know how I get out of here? I think I teleport. That's how. Probably can't teleport while I'm swimming, though. Stand on this little spot and we teleport. So pretty. Hello, beautiful winter night sky.
Working our mine is dangerous work, but Dravnia keeps it going. Well, Dravnia and the promise of more meat.
I found your shield.
My clan's shield. So Lena really did stumble into that cave, and was eaten by monsters. In honor of his memory, let me show you a few shield techniques. And tell me if you're leaving town. Be good to travel again.
Okay, so Ragi will follow. But I don't need Ragi to follow. Alright, I think that while I am here, I'm gonna do a round of archaeology, but I'm gonna do that off screen. Summon Ki again. Oh, I need to get off my horse. Not sure why Kaidan misplaces his horse so often.
Bring it on!
He's a good horse who deserves better. What? What is... Oh, seasons. That's not good. Thank you, Aeon Baron. I'm sorry.
I've chosen a better day for travel.
There she is. Come on, man. Please.
Well, that can't be good, can I?
No, I can't. Alright, we're gonna do the trials of Kaidan. I believe they're in this direction. I think I've only done them once and they did freak me out quite a bit.
You want to do this the hard way? Fine. You.
Enough!
I'm ending this right now!
Mercy!
Oblivion, take you!
God, no! No more! I yield! I yield!
You will fall to our blades!
Busy morning.
I learned a trick for drawing a bowstring that lets the arrow go further. Next time we camp, I'll hold you. Wait, shit. I mean help. I'll help you adjust your arm so you, see what I mean, yeah.
Why? Just issue our execution order. Aw, I'm special. Be on the lookout for the Wood Elf DZ. Wood Elf DZ. Okay, this is my race name. Called Celea. She's an enemy to the Thalmor and has actively disrupted our activities and caused great harm. Hey! If spotted, you are to destroy her with extreme hatred. Be advised, she is extremely dangerous and quite able to defend herself. If caught by local authorities, we are unable to offer you any assistance. For the glory of the Aldmeri Dominion. Yay, I disrupted them. Okay, Kaidan. Kaidan is not using his horse. I'm sad for her sake. She likes him. She's a good horse.
Oh! I'm fine. I'm fine. Oh, are you fine? That's great.
Okay, not letting me off my horse. Alright. Kaidan. You need to be healed, buddy? You good? It's a lovely view.
Need something?
Someday, I'm gonna kill a dragon all by myself.
Okay,
Well,
Henry.
look at this. Another city rat crawled outside the wall.
Someday, I'm gonna kill a dragon
I don't suppose
all
you've
by
come up here to
myself.
tell old Froky about your supposed divines. Just what we need. City folk barging in. Probably looking for an offering to their precious divines.
What's wrong with the divines?
They're stolen idols. Imposter gods, sold by silver tongues. No thank you. Froky will not forget Kai, or her sacred trials.
What are the sacred trials?
It's an old Nord tradition, a test to prove your worth in the eyes of Kine. Show that you're a hunter, and no simple butcher. Kine teaches us to respect the beasts, and blesses the hunter who will face their champions. True Nord hunters are those who survive the trials. Do you think you're strong enough for Kine's blessing? I would be glad to pass this tradition down.
Yes, tell me what to do.
You must defeat guardian beasts blessed by Kine. I will anoint you with the symbol of the wolf, the crab, and the skeever. This will compel the guardian to appear when you reach his lair. Here's where you need to go.
What do I need to do?
Return when you've defeated the guardian wolf, crab, and skeever.
Guardian Skeever? Are you serious?
Don't mock it, Pop. Even the lowliest beasts can kill the weak and arrogant. We'll try more powerful enemies next, if you survive this.
Taming your son?
Grandson. He's a strong lad. His parents were at Helgen when... well, you know.
You like having Haming around?
Well, can't say I was a great father the first time around. Now that he's here, it's like a second chance. He's a good lad.
Hey,
All
Haming.
right, then.
Someday, I'm gonna kill a dragon all by myself.
Tell me about yourself.
Froky won't let me hunt on my own yet, but he never shuts up about killing his first stag when he was 11.
Do you like living here?
It ain't so bad. I miss living with my parents back in Helgen, though. Froky can't cook, and there's nobody to talk to up here.
Were your parents killed at Helgen?
Yeah, but don't say anything about it to Froky. I don't think he understands.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
It's like traveling with the damn shadows sometimes. How do you...
Okay, so I think they only show up one by one. Ah, no, okay, all three are there, but let's go to the first one. I remember the first time I saw this and it completely freaked me out. Because I did not remember the trials. And I was just wondering why there was a giant-ass, ghostly mud crab trying to kill me.
Straight for my arse. Did you see that? I'll make sure they regret it. Now that's more like it. Look at the fangs on that bastard.
I'm shocked that the skeever isn't in Riften.
You little shit!
Someday, I'm gonna kill a dragon all by myself.
Come, I haven't got all day.
I've defeated the Guardians.
Maybe you're not so soft after all. Now you're ready for a real challenge. I'll anoint you with the symbol of the bear, the saber cat, and the mammoth. Tread carefully. These are mighty beasts. Here's where you need to go.
What should I do now?
The guardian spirits of bear, mammoth, and saber cat await you. Return when they are defeated. Here's where you need to go. Until next time.
I'm 11 years old and I could take you.
I like him. Come on, baby, it's just a rock. You can do it.
Your lips look cold, should I?
Warm them up a bit.
Yeah. Or you could build a campfire.
I'm just teasing. Aye. You alright? Maybe we should rest for the night. Okay. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
If I go out of this
Still love you, honey.
being stepped on by a glowing blue mammoth, I swear I'm going to die of shame.
Technically, you will have died by glowing blue mammoth, but okay.
I'm gonna need more than just fruit to get me through the day, you know.
I know you have Horkers too, sweetheart. Eat it with the fruit. Okay? Okay. Turn around and go back? Okay, I was hitting the wrong button. Good job. Song of Pelinal, Volume 4. On his deeds. Pelinal drove the sorcerer armies past the Niben, claiming all the eastern lands for the rebellion of the Paravania, and Kaidan had to send her rain to wash the blood from the villages and forts that no longer flew Ayleid banners, for the armies of men needed to make camps of them as they went forward. And he broke the doors open for the prisoners of the Vatash, with the slave queen flying on Mora House above them, and men called her Al-Esh for the first time. He entered the gate to win back the hands of the 1,000 strong of Sedor, a tribe now unknown but famous in those days, which the Ayleids had stolen in the night. 2,000 hands that he brought back in a wagon made of demon bone, whose wheels trailed the sound of women when ill at heart. And after the first pogrom, which consolidated the northern holdings for the men of Kreeth, he stood with white hair gone brown with elf blood at the bridge of Helden, where Paris falconers had sent for the Nords, and they, looking at him, said that Shor had returned, but he spat at their feet for profaning that name. He led them anyway into the heart of the hinterlands west, to drive the Ayleids inward toward the Tower of White Gold, a slow retreating circle that could not understand the power of man's sudden liberty, and what fury idea that brought. His mace crushed the thunder and axe that Umaril sent as barriers on the rebellion's long march back south and east, and carried Mora House, breath of Kine, to Zalthus, the clever cutting man, a need with a Keptu name. For healing, when the bull had fallen to a volley of birdbeaks. And of course, at the Council of Skiffs, where all of Paravenia's armies and all of the Nord shook with fear at the storming of White Gold, so much so that Al-Esh herself counseled delay. Pelinal grew furious and made names of Umaril, and made names of what cowards he thought he saw around him, and then he made for the tower by himself, for Pelinal often acted without thought. Song of Pelinal, Volume 5, on his love of Mora House. It is a solid truth that Mora House was the son of Kine, but whether or not Pelinal was indeed the Shezareen is best left unsaid. I don't know what that means. I'm going to look it up. These books are a wild ride. Okay, the Shezareen, also identified as both Shor who lives and teacher of men, was a bearded figure in Nedic folklore, described as one of the guises of Shezar, the god of men. In his role as a wise mentor toward the races of men, primarily featured in tales where the needs or the Nedis, N-E-D-E-S, resist the advances of the alien invaders. Tales of the Shazareen, alongside other folk legends of Shazar, were taken as inspiration by later Cyrodiilic natives to resist the oppression of the alien slave masters. Okay. For once, Plantinu, who favored the short sword, said it, and that night he was smothered by moths. It is famous, though, that the two talked of each other as family, with Morahouse as the lesser, and that Pellinal loved him and called him nephew. But these could be merely the fancies of immortals. Never did Pellinal counsel Morahouse in time of war, for the man-bull fought magnificently, and led men well, and never resorted to madness. Now, madness is in caps, so might be a different type of Tamriel crazy. The White Strake did warn against the growing love with Perif. We are Ada more and change things through love. We must take care lest we beget more monsters on this earth. If you do not desist, she will take you, and you will transform all Sirid if you do this. And to this the bull became shy, for he was a bull, and he felt his form too ugly for the Paravani at all times, especially when she disrobed for him. He snorted, though, and shook his nose hoop into the light of the Secunda moon and said, "She is like this shine on my nose hoop here, an accident sometimes, but whenever I move my head at night, she is there. And so you know what you ask is impossible." Okay. Oof. I'm 6 on his madness. Again, madness is... And it is said that he emerged into the world like a Padomiac, that is, born by Sithis and all the forces of change therein. Still others, like Fifid of New Teed, said that beneath the Pelinar's star armor was a chest that gaped open to show no heart, only a red rage-shaped diamond fashion, singing like a mindless dragon, and that was the proof that he was a myth echo, and that's where he trod, and that where he trod were shapes of the first urging. Pellinal cared for none of this, and killed any who would speak god logic, except for fair Perif, who, he said, enacts rather than talks, as language without exertion is dead witness. When those soldiers who heard him say this stared blankly, he laughed and swung his sword, running into the reign of Kine to slaughter their alien captive, screaming, "Oh, Aka, for our shared madness I do this. I watch you watching me, watching back. Umaril dares call us out, for that is how we made him." And it was during these fits of anger and nonsense that Pellinal would fall into the madness, where whole swaths of lands were devoured in divine rampage to become void, and Alessia would have to pray to the gods for their succor, and they would reach down as one mind and soothe the White Strake until he no longer had the will to kill the earth in whole. And Garrett of the Men of Gay once saw the madness from afar and maneuvered, after it abated, to drink together with Pellinal, and he asked what such an affliction felt like, to which Pellinal could only answer, "Like when the dream no longer needs its dreamer." On his battle with Umaril and his dismemberment. And so after many battles with Umaril's allies, where dead Aurorans lay like candlelight around the throne, Pellinal became surrounded by the last alien sorcerer kings and their demons, each one heavy with varliance. The White Strake cracked the floor with his mace and then withdrew, and he said, "Bring me Umaril that called me out." And while mighty in his aspect and wicked, deathless golden Umaril favored ruin from afar over close combat, and so he tarried in the shadows of the White Tower before coming forth. More soldiers were sent against Pellinal to die, and yet they managed to pierce his armor with axes and arrows, for Umaril had wrought each one by long varliance, which he had been hoarding since his first issue of challenge. Varliance. Varliance is also known as ethereal magic, alien magic, Welkin magic, star magic. Okay, it's an alien thing. Presently the half-elf showed himself bathed in meridian light, and he listed his bloodline in the Aliadun and spoke of his father, the god of the previous Kalpa's world river, and taking great delight of the heavy breathing of Palinol, who had finally bled. Umaril was laid low. Okay, there's a missed text here. Umaril was laid low, an angel face of his helm dented into an ugliness which made Palinol laugh, and his unfeathered wings broke off with sword strokes delivered while Palinol stood frothing above him, insulting his ancestry and anyone else that took ship from old Elinofe, which angered the other elvish kings and drove them to a madness of their own. And they fell on him, speaking to their weapons, cutting the Palinol into eighths while he roared in confusion, which even the council of skiffs could hear. Text lost. Ran when Mor shook the whole of the tower with mighty bashing from his horns the next morning, and some were slain in overabundance of the taking, and men looked for more Aliads to kill, but Palinol had left none save those kings and demons that had already begun to flee. It was Mora House who found the White Strake's head, which the kings had left to prove their deeds, and they spoke, and Palinol said things of regrets, but the rebellion had turned anyway, and more words were said between those immortals that even the Paravant would not deign to hear. Ooh, alright. We're going to finish up the Song of Palinol, because it's like a fever dream. On his revelation at the death of the Al-Esh. And left you to gather sinew with my other half, who will bring light thereby to that mortal idea that brings the gods great joy, that is, freedom, which even the heavens do not truly know, which is why our father, the text lost, in those first days spirits swirls, before convention, that which we echoed in our earthly madness, let us now take you up. We will show our true faces, which eat one another in amnesia each age. Ooh, baby. Letter from Kaidan, 12 Evening Star 2201. My Saleya, 3 little words. So simple, and yet they changed everything. Don't seem enough sometimes. Those words to tell you how I feel. Let me show you tonight, love, just you and me, alone in our furs, going to take my time loving every part of you all night long. Love you so thoroughly your toes curl and you forget all your cares, until the only name you can remember is mine. Kai. That is so much better than the Song of Palinol. I mean, totally a lot, man. See if I can embrace and if it's gonna work. Now that the heels are fixed.
Careful, Dragonborn. This is becoming a habit for you.
Yeah, 'cause you're awesome.
I love you, you know.
Aww. You guys have cute animations. That worked. Yay! Be happy, lady and gentlemen. Okay. Good lord, why am I picking Death Bell? Am I not supposed to have those blacklisted? Seriously? Let's check. Death Bell should be left alone, because it's pretty. Plus, I have 1,182 of them. Okay, don't have any dragon's tongue. That should be left to be pretty too. My Daedric bow is glowing through my cape. Alrighty.
My darling.
Hey, baby. You pack up the campsite.
Set this up, please. Kaidan, take it down, please. Kaidan, carry all this shit. Kaidan, good thing she's cute, eh?
Yeah, it's a shame I've got really good hearing too, huh? He can hear you, but she loves you, so okay. And a horker for my baby. Oh, we landed right on top of it.
Look at the fucking size of that! Done with that then.
Okay.
Boy, you picking a fight now, eh?
Yep, sounds like a dragon. I love that there's a wolf here. Like, yeah, let's get in on that. What could go wrong? Fire dragon.
Motherfuckers!
Well, you're not wrong, baby. Yeah, they just got all this guck. They spit at me. Rude. Oh, and yeah, I need a bath again.
Does that hurt? So much, Jack. Getting all fucking comfortable doesn't hurt. Sorry. Sometimes I'm an idiot.
Alright, baby.
Fun fucking tastic. Well done.
That wildness has a charm of its own.
Oh, wow. Cool little mushroom circle. Berry circle.
Make it quick.
I've defeated the guardian spirits.
You do Kine proud. Only one challenge remains. Go and defeat the troll champion. Here's where you need to go. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm just gonna use the rain shelter. Vile dragons are, well, you know, vile. I'm scrolling. Okay, little buddies. Little three-eye murdery buddies. Yeah, they ate you guys like a lot, huh? I'm sorry, it's rude. That's probably it. Yeah, it's cleared.
Beautiful pelt on this one. Shame there's no body to skin. What? I'm just seeing.
Talking about the humans, or... Ready. The bear down there. Angry bear. White Run. I think that's Tundra
I'm
Homestead.
glad to be wandering the wilds with you.
There should be... Yeah. High Hrothgar up there.
Let's hear it.
I found this bow. Is it yours?
I don't believe it. I made that bow myself. Been through some messes with it, let me tell you. You know what? I want you to keep it. My great hunts are behind me, but yours are yet to come.
I defeated the Guardian Troll.
Then you finally know what it means to be a true hunter, in the Nord way. For this, you have earned the blessing of Kaidan, and can count me as a friend. All right, then.
Kaidan's token. Damage taken from animals is reduced by 10%. You deal 5% extra damage with ranged weapons. Ooh. It's kind of weird that they're eating butterfly wings on silver plates. But okay.
Make it quick.
Yeah, you guys, you guys go ahead and do you. That's fine. Okay, I'm going to see if I can pick up a world encounter in Darkwater Crossing. Could be here-ish, yes. Okay, it's Darkwater Pass. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can pick up a
Does
quest.
Rachna ever mention a friend to you?
She hardly ever mentions anything else.
I'm just worried about what he's teaching her.
I wouldn't worry about that. Derkeithus is a good man. I trust him.
Well, I heard his name.
I try to think of it as coaxing the ore from the rock.
Have you been working the mines long?
This mine is only a few years old, but I've been digging up ore for over a century. We're getting to the point where the tunnels are getting deep into the rock. People complain of bad coughs and foul air. I've seen this before. We need some medicines to combat the ore dust. I was about to send a message to Windhelm for aid.
I could deliver their message for you.
Thank you. Take it to Quintus in the white file.
Has the war affected you?
I'm lucky enough that none of my friends have been killed. Of course, we have soldiers coming through all the time.
What can you tell me about Darkwater Crossing?
Those falls. Dangerous place. Keithus thought he could find some good fish in the pools. Haven't heard from him in a long while. Safe travels.
Okay. Okay, there is no... Oh. There is no map marker for this. Alright. Well, let's head into the crossing. If I recall, Darkwater Pass is extensive.
That was a hunt. And it's strange, but even after all that trekking and fighting, I feel oddly at peace. Maybe this peace is Keen's reward.
I hope so, baby.
Or
Be
maybe
at
it's
peace,
just
though.
a chance to get away from all this mayhem and just get lost in the woods with you.
Could be that too. Alright, yeah, I don't know where I am. I don't know where I'm going. Left wall.
Well, can't sneak for shite, and my knees hit me right now. Fuck the rest of this. I'll make sure you regret it.
we rise victorious once again. Ha! Here we go. Fall to my blade.
Shit happens.
Oh. Why, hello there.
We bloody did it.
Sometimes I wonder if we really need to sneak, or if this is a way of getting back at me for something I said.
Okay,
Probably the
okay.
second one, but I can't complain about the view.
so we came down there. Killed some stuff from up there. Alright. Okay. Yeah. Alright. So I went in Darkwater Pass. The exit's over here. Did not find Dirticus, so I'll have to look up a guide, I guess. But I did make it through Darkwater Passage. Bridge around here, right? I don't know.
That cave could make good shelter, provided we clear out whatever's inside.
Alright, alright, let me just follow the road. If Dirticus made it up here. Okay, let's check. Dirkethus. Alright, I'm gonna try going back in. I didn't look up an exact guide, but he's in there. Behind an Argonian door. I don't know if they're different sides, different places. There's certainly a lot of different passages, so I'll just try to find someplace new. I'm going to go unstealthed for now so that I can get aggro in new places. But I'm pretty sure we came down there. I'm not sure if we went up there, so let me try that. Alright. That's where we... Alright. Yikes. Oh, wow. I think I'm going down whether I like it or not. Yeah, that was dumb. Wow, okay. Yep, already been here. Okay. But again, let's try different... I don't know what's different, that's the problem, that's always my problem. Okay, we came in there, went here. Might have gone up there, don't. Alright, follow the dead bodies. Okay, I don't... Ooh! Activate lever. Oh, yay!
Yes? Tidings. Dirkethus from Darkwater Crossing. Should have known better than to swim all the way to the falls. Please, get me out of here. Until next time.
Good thing, buddy. Come on, man. Yay!
Yes? Thanks. I'm out. Ours is to smile at your passing, friend.
Nice.
Until next
okay.
time.
Alright, I'm gonna deliver the note to Quintus.
Good day, friend. Keeping well? I'll never have mastered Nurelian skill with potions.
I have a delivery from Sondas.
Oh dear. Darkwater Crossing needs medicines for its miners. I'll see about getting this order filled right away. Here, a few septims for you. I'd better get going.
I think people around here like me. I'm looting, yeah, looting everyone. Good job.
Cookware night.
Thanks for watching. Wishing you found family, creative hobbies, a hot bath after a long day, and food you love as much as Saleya loves apple pies.